Hello, everyone. Totally T Mac Tony McEwen here with news you can use. Well, if you're like a lot of people, you may be horrible at small talk, or maybe you just don't like it because you think it seems unimportant, maybe ridiculous, and it can be so awkward. But sometimes you can avoid it, like if you're at a work event or a party or some other social function that you may be dreading just because small talk, not your thing. Well, stick around because I'm going to tell you about a method psychologists say is almost certain to work in just about any social situation where small talk is expected. The experts say if you're stumped for what to say in a setting like this, you should use what's called the Ford method. Yeah, Ford, like the automobile maker, except in this case, Ford is an acronym that stands for family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. So let's start with the first one, family. Most people are fine with talking about their family, either the one they were born into or maybe the one they adopted along the way. You don't have to get too personal. Some people don't like it when you get too personal, but general questions about family usually work well to get things started. Oh, for occupation. Finding out what someone does for a living can be another good way to get things going, and you may actually find you're interested in what they're saying. Now, if the person is unemployed, well, that itself can be a source of conversation. R for recreation. This is a good one because even if people aren't keen on talking about their families or their professions for whatever reason, they tend to be perfectly fine talking about what they enjoy doing for fun or their favorite hobbies. And you may find, believe it or not, that you have some things in common. And D for dreams. Now, this is another one of those subjects that many people are not only okay with talking about, but may actually be eager to share because most people have aspirations, they have goals in life, something that motivates them. And if they do, they tend to be open to discussing them. This is another one of those areas where you may find you're more interested than perhaps you thought you would be. But psychologists say you should keep this in mind. This isn't just a one sided thing. You don't want to come across as an interviewer. You have to also be willing to share about yourself on these same subjects. And while nothing is absolutely guaranteed to work, you may find using this formula makes it just a little easier, maybe a lot easier, to get through an otherwise uncomfortable situation, or heaven forbid, you may actually find yourself having a good time. So, what do you think? Feel free to leave a comment in the section below. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask below as well. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. Also, like and share the channel with others. And as always, have an absolutely fantastic day. And I'll see you next time on Totally T-Mac with more news you can use.